All right, so I got all this grass tedded. It is looking really good. Now it's going to get wet, but we'll have to let it dry for a couple of days, and we'll pick it up later. But now I got a harvest that I have to do, so let's go ahead and get this tractor started. And it's time to get this back to the barn. Hold on one second. There you go. My mic wasn't set up on my tractor. So it's about 3 o'clock, right? 2:59. Yeah, so wait. 14, yeah, 2:59. So 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And we need to get harvesting here. So I'm going to clean this utensil up. This implement up. And we'll get our grain wagon attached. This thing's filthy. So I think we'll probably be on the farm all day today for the rest of the day, for the rest of the month. And we'll get all these things taken care of. Like I said, I'm hoping to get the hay off the field, but we'll have to see. That's a lot of work before sunset. Time keeps on slipping away. Slipping into the future. Nope. Good boy. Drop it. And I think I'm just going to stick with this tractor since we already have it out. We'll go ahead and get our grain cart. Yep. Any day now. See, the mowers are looking good because we cleaned them all up and brought them back. All right. So let's head out to the field here with this big tipper and it's nice having all these old tractors because I can kind of spread the work around between this tractor and others. Man, this is something on here. Is that the trailer that's damaged? Let's see. No, the tractor, yeah, the trailer is pretty damaged. That's not great. Well, the tractor is really actually in decent shape. It's the tipper that's in bad shape, so we'll have to get that fixed when we bring it back. Hopefully it's not leaking grain or anything like that. And so up here is our, I believe what we have, soybeans here. And so we're going to hold on to these for a while because soybeans don't start selling really well until the summer usually, which is a weird thing. But I know growing up, I had a friend that had this little like 10-acre plot of land, and he had a Alice Chalmers harvester. Yep, soybeans.
It's ready to harvest.
Yeah, it's ready. And he had this.
Go back and have a look at your trailer.
I just realized, and my wife pointed out to me that this trailer is not. Oh boy. I don't think this tractor is. I'm going to go take this tractor back, and we'll get a different tractor for that trailer. I don't want to break it. When we put it under load, that might break something, being that unbalanced. So we'll have to get a tractor with a taller hitch. In the meantime, we can use this tractor, though, to pull out the... I need to bring the header for the harvester out, so I'll go get that. I'll be right back. So I've gotten myself into a bit of a pickle here. I parked this cultivator. Oh, man. It's a series of steps, is it not? Yeah, you don't realize how huge this tractor is. It's a pretty big tractor, honestly. Honestly. No, I'm lying. It's small. No, this thing's huge. So we're going to pull this out. And I'm going to park this culti plow. Just park it right here. And now I'm going to move that harvester out. Nope. And so we're going to grab this. And we're going to pull this out of the way. Ta-da! All right. Well, that thing needs some work too. That's going to get worked on before we put it out in the field. And then we need to move the harvester out. And actually, this has a hitch on it, so we're just going to pull this down to the field with the harvester. That works out fine. So this harvester, like I said, it's pretty much brand new. It's a really nice harvester. CH770. Big harvester for a big farm. Let's go ahead and start unfolding. So we're going to park this down here with that tipper. Actually, I'll pull it up a little bit because I need to be able to get access to the tipper. Or not the tipper, I'm sorry, the header. Yeah. I'm going to back this up. Whoa. Oh, didn't see that there. Good thing I didn't spear my... Nah, I'm going to have to push that back with a tractor. Dang it. Oh, well. The best laid plans of mice and men. I'll be back. All right. This is going to go away because it's not... It's not capable of doing the job. It's a great tractor, though, but it likes to ride a little low in the back. Low rider. Wop, 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 wop. There we go. So for our grain cart, I think the International will pull it, but maybe this one sits low too. Where's the hitch on this? The hitch is on this one. It's down there.
The hitch is higher.
No, it's right there. So I think we're gonna have the same problem. It's just a small tractor. It's not meant for that modern. This one's hitch is a lot higher. The hitch is right there. So see where the hitch is down here? That's right here. So I think we're going to have to move that to just our regular big old farm tractor, which kind of stinks, but it's okay. At least we have some uses for these tractors. All right, we're ready to roll. Anything else we need to do? I don't think so. There's our cows. They're going to get some hay tonight. They'll be happy. But we need to get this off the field first. I might have to work late. I mean, we'll have to see. We need to get some food to them. I want them to settle a little bit first. But we've got the food coming. It's all ready to go. It just needs to be moved to them when necessary. All right, so let's go ahead and push this back. There we go. And we can... Nope. I'm trying to get it... There we go. We need to have the angle correct. But I also want it to be scooched over a little bit so that we're not going to hit that water pipe. There we go. We can back this up. Okay. That's right on the edge there. But this thing now, we can move our towing trailer out of the way here. The header trailer. There we go. And let's drop that there. And I'm going to go ahead and back up and grab the grain wagon or grain cart. Now, some of my neighbors were saying we should use an auger just because they work better and it's less damaging to the crops, I guess. I don't know. Plus, they have bigger capacity. So next year we may save up and see if we can buy one of those, but we'll see. Right now, we don't really have much income coming in until, honestly, the first thing, the money that we'll probably make big money-wise is going to be these soybeans. And we're going to have to wait, though like I said, I'm going to sell some of these hay bales too. That will definitely make us some income. So here we go. A little September harvest going on for our soybeans. And unfortunately, the field wasn't taken care of completely, so we're not getting the full bonus, but we get some off the field, so it'll be nice. We're getting a nice amount. Honestly, I wasn't planning on having anything, but so next year we're probably going to grow wheat or barley on this field because we need a crop that's going to be that's going to bear straw, so that we have straw for our cows. Because right now we're going to have to bring straw in. Hopefully we'll have some baby cows. Baby cows. Do. All right, I'm stopping. Sorry. Oh, Lordy. So this field is a weird shape. I don't love the... It is kind of funky having to go like around a round field. But it is what it is. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get this harvested. I will be back momentarily. In the meantime, enjoy this short musical montage of harvesting footage. All right, so I've finished here. I've not finished. I've finished my first harvester full. I'm trying to get the field cut so I can make some straight lines on there. And I think I've got it. It's not perfectly straight, but I'll cut this funky next time and make it straight. I know that made no sense. I got it. I got this. It's my first time harvesting. I think we're doing a good job. Haven't had any problems, any accidents. Didn't break anything. Haven't hit a rock. I'm happy with the way this is going so far. And we got an okay yield off the field. About 8,000 bushels. So that's pretty good. I think in the long run we'll probably make $20,000 or $30,000 off this harvest. We'll see. But once again, it was already there, so I'm not going to complain. All right. I'm going to continue doing this. I'll see you guys once it's all finished. So see you in a few moments. So the good news is one of my neighbors offered to help. Now I do have to pay them, but she said she's got nothing going on, so she wanted to know if she could run the harvester for me and help me get it done faster. And I asked her, I said, well, look, if you can run that, it's okay if I go back and do some grass work because I need to get some hay off the field. She's like, oh, yeah. So she's going to run the harvester for me while I start windrowing the hay on the field. It's looking pretty dry, so we're good. We should be able to make some hay buckets, some hay bales for our cows so we can get them fed today. And then hopefully get some others baled so we can sell them in the next couple days. So I will be back momentarily, but she's going to handle doing this field, so that's going to help me hopefully quite a bit. I've got Ye Old Farmall out, and we're going to use this windrower here to get the windrowing going. So we're going to get down to the field here and start windrowing. And I think I'm just going to go around the outside the first time, and then we'll make some little square bales for the cows, and we'll just hand feed those in, and then I'll make some big ones for sale. Let's go ahead and unfold this. And we'll just go around the whole field. Around the outside. Around the outside. There we go. It's putting the hay into nice piles for us to grab with our baler. If you haven't seen a windrower before, it takes our product and puts it into a nice pile. And this is a really nice windrower, so it's Euro style. They call it a pinwheel style, I think, or something like that. I'm not sure. So this is fun. We'll get this done while the other field's being harvested, hopefully. Like I said, she should be able to make several runs before we're needed, honestly. Maybe every time I go down to the end of the field, I'll hop out into the McCormick and get some, like, unload the tender so she can keep just running back and forth. And maybe if we get done early enough, we can do some bow hunting tonight. That would be fun. Ugh. Whoops. I know I'm not very good at this. Hopefully, if I do have time, I'd like to get pronghorn season has begun. And the pronghorns are kind of like a deer / goat type animal. And they are, the population's kind of exploded. So they're looking for hunters to go and hunt pronghorn. And I may even have opportunity. I've seen some on my property. So we may even have some opportunity here to get them without having to go far. So I may just go up into the woods here behind my house and see if I can't find some pronghorn. But I try to hunt in the reserve more because they tend to, that's where they really need the thinning. But it's the same herds. So I don't know. I love this tractor. I think out of all the tractors that I own, this might be my favorite. I like the fact that it has a cab so we can use it in the rain and stuff. I like how it sits so tall. It's a little bit more modern, so it's got some of those conveniences. Plenty of power for doing the grass work. Not for mowing, but obviously we need the McCormick for that. But for the other chores that we got to do. Now I might bring the Moline out today and see how it does with our. Oh, look, she's going to town. Look how much she's gotten done already. Let's go empty that out. I might bring out the Moline and see how that tractor runs today when we do the baling, because that little baler does not take much horsepower at all. So I'd like to attempt to try that. So let's go ahead and grab our McCormick. Oh, we need to get her before she gets to the end of this row. Otherwise, we've missed. Get out there. Here we are. Hopefully she sees us. Is she going to see us? Yep, she is. Oh, she needs us to move that that trailer too. I think. Let's see how she does. I'm in the way right now, but that trailer may not be, but I think it is. That's okay. We can move it. All right. I might need to go empty that out, too. Yeah, she's waiting for me to move that, so we'll... lower this. And I need to scooch on through here. Just. We'll go ahead and grab this. Once again, I love this Massey Ferguson tractor. It is a good-looking, nice running tractor. Plenty of horsepower. Plenty of power. Oh. And I'm just going to park this over here because it can come right back off the field. And let's go ahead and deliver this tipper back. Get it emptied out for the next load. Oops. Didn't line that up quite right. Now, I've never done one of the things that we've got up here. This is let's see, I want to do tip side what? Back? tip side grain door. Yep, that's what we need. So we wanted to come out the grain, that little grain door in the back, because we got this huge conveyor. Once again, I've never done the conveyor belt process before, so this should be interesting. Hopefully I won't miss. Any warnings? Let's go take a look and see how that works. Looks like I'm completely missing. Push that back a little bit. Wait, is that empty? No. Oh, so it really must be triggered early. Where did we go? Yeah, so we got 6,000 liters in there. Yeah, so it's working. Weird. Oh, it's because I detached it. You dummy. I thought it was... I pressed the wrong button. There we go. So it pours onto the conveyor belt, and the conveyor belt sucks it up into the silo. And look, there you can see at the top there, it's dumping into the silo. That's really neat, except for it looks like it... But it's going in, so I guess it's okay. How would you move this thing? I don't even know how you...
You do it.
Oh, it's got a motor and everything. Look at that. Scoot it forward just a little bit. No, that's backwards. I want it to go the other way. There we go. Boy, what a neat device that is. All right, let's get back out there. Let's spend enough time screwing around. Made by Rudolph. Now in Ohio, we have a trailer company. That's where I grew up. Called Randolph. So they make semi-trailers. I don't think they make farming wagons. There's another one called East. And they're also made in Randolph, Ohio. And they're used all over, well, Ohio anyway. I don't know if other truckers from other states use them, but I moved out west to be a trucker because I enjoy the mountains. Driving out east is pretty boring. It's all flat, you know. There's something exciting about driving through mountains that keeps you on your toes. So I much prefer that. So there we go. We're going to just park this off to the side here. And our neighbor's continuing to work. So that's a big help. And it really doesn't cost that. Well, we'll make it back in hay sales. So look, what a gorgeous tractor. This thing is just... I love this tractor. So let's get this turned around and headed the right direction. And we'll start windrowing again. And then once we're done with this, we can start doing stripes up and down the field. I just want to get that outer ring taken care of so that we get all the material. All right, so the worker has come to a stop. I need to see what's going on over there. She did not give me a radio call. Hopefully there hasn't been a problem. Check my oh, she texted me. So she's got to run home. Kids are home from school. They need their afternoon snack. Okay, well, let me... I'm going to pause this right here then. And... be buffering back and forth. I've got enough here now that I can bale this to make some bales. I don't have to finish that today as long as this gets done by tomorrow, i.e. next month even. But she's had to go. So we're going to we got like 1 or 2 strips left of material to get off the field, it looks like. And she really got the whole thing almost done anyway. So good enough. Can't fault her for having to do stuff with the kids. All right, so let's go ahead and start this up and get the remainder of the crop off the field. Get a little further back here. There we go. So it's already, man, it's been an hour already, but we've gotten a lot done in that hour, so I'm not too upset about that. I was hoping to go hunting, but I don't know. Maybe just set a tree stand up on one of these trees here in my field and see what I can find. But in the meantime, we need to get this done. So let's finish up. With our New Holland harvester. I once again, really like this harvester. I think it's a little weird that that they bought a McCormick tractor and a New Holland harvester. Why not get both from the same company? Or Massey Ferguson, not McCormick, I'm sorry, Massey Ferguson. I keep calling him McCormick. And the Massey Ferguson engineers are slapping their foreheads. They are not the same company. In fact, I don't think they're related in any way, shape, or form. Maybe I'm wrong, but pretty sure McCormick's its own breed. I know McCormick and Landini are the same. And I believe that Stara used to have their tractors made by McCormick. And I think they're all under the same umbrella as Lamborghini. Maybe? I don't know about that for sure. But Lamborghini started out as a tractor company. I don't know if people realize that. Still does make tractors, or did. Hence Jeremy Clarkson's farm with the Lamborghini tractor. That is for real. But they got their start in tractors and then got into the big equipment. And so we are on the last pass here, hopefully. I don't know if did I get the whole thing? Yeah, I did. Suck it all in at once. And that's the end of our soybeans. So the harvest for the year is through. That's crazy. And we'll have to get these fields turned over the next couple months, but it's not a rush. Once again, because we're not going to be planting again until, well, might be planting sooner than let me take a look at the calendar real quick. Might be sooner than I thought. I can't remember when the dates are for wheat and barley. Or what? Oh, gosh. I need to plant by, oh, no. Wait, let me look. Planting season. Oh, it looks like I can plant wheat and barley in March, April, May. I was going to say, this is really close in here. I don't want to do it then. So we'll plant them next year. And that's absolutely fine with me. Whoops. I tried to close the bin while the auger was extended. It didn't like that. This thing needs to be washed before I put it away. So let's go ahead and get that done. There we go. That should be good. Oh yeah, bink. I got it on there perfectly. So it cost $580 to have the helper. That was worth it. That's not bad at all. All right, so let's get turned around here. And we're going to head off. So we still have to do our the rest of our hay work. I've got, like I said, I've got some of it windrowed, not the whole thing, but that's fine. We'll pick up our other tractor and I'll get out there and get some bales done. But we'll probably cover that in the next episode because we've got enough time here. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you've been enjoying this series. I definitely have had fun making it. And I'm going to get this harvester washed up. We'll do that first and get it put away. We'll also dump our grain, and then we'll call it an episode. So I'm not leaving yet, but just letting you know how things are going to flow here in a couple minutes. Let's get this washed up, though, first and get it put away. We definitely should get more field space, simply because we have this huge, I mean, the equipment that we have is enough for 2 or 3 fields like that size to get them done in a decent amount of time. It only took us an hour to get that whole field done. Let's get this cleaned up. All right. And I'm thinking we're just going to pull this straight through this time. That way those other pieces of equipment can go behind it instead of in front of it, and we'll have an easier time getting it out. Looks like it's being rammed into my truck trailers. That's a little odd. Anyway. Okay. And let's see if we can't, are these touching? Did I bump them with one of my tractors? Holy bananas. Well, let me take care of that. I'll be right back. So I've wallowed my way back out to the tractor, and we are all set here to bring this last load in. So we have 12,000 here, and I think it was like 16,000 the last load, 14,000, something like that. So a grand total of about 26,000. We'll see once we put it in there, but that's sounding about what we're at. And so that will bring us, I'm going to say, I don't know, I have no idea, honestly. I'm hoping like $30,000 next summer. We'll see. In the meantime, we have money to live off of, but it's going to be a little tight. We just got to kind of hold on. So let's go ahead and empty this out. In real life, you probably would have to have somebody. Where's my helper to guide me? Soybean dumpage. All right. And so that's going to go up into our bunker, our silo, and we'll see how much that is going to be worth there. Not worth, but how much we got in there. And let's take a real quick look at the market to see when we can sell these. And our soybeans, we have 23,000 liters. It looks like there's going to be more in there, but Clearwater Co-op, 1,400 is the current, 1,500 It goes right now all the way up to the peak was in July last year, 2,200. So that is a significant amount of difference, and selling it at that point will help us to make a lot more money. So it would be about $60,000 almost worth of soybeans. So that's good. That's what we want. Let's go ahead and get this trailer put away, cleaned up and put away for the night. We can also probably put the Massey away for now. Now, one thing I haven't thought about, I want to sell a majority of these hay bales. I'm just trying to think of how we're going to do that. I could use the telehandler. Or we could rent a sale. See, the problem is if I rent a trailer, I'm going to get hammered in fees. Let's see how much the trailer. The one I'm thinking of, they have the dealership has, what do we got for sale, first of all? Oh, wow. Look at that. I mean, I wish I had money for that. What is this? Roberts? What is this? And what does it go on? It takes straw bales and uses them to cover the ground of the animal husbandry with straw. We're going to need something like that. Door, I think, would be for the round bales. That's for square. It's only, how much is it? It's $5,000. So it's normally 10, right? But what does that hook on to? Does that go on to, is that just a, that looks like it just goes onto the front of a tractor, which is pretty cool. $5,000, 60% off. Yeah, we're going to buy that. I can't resist that. Sorry, guys. That's a good deal. That goes right into what we're doing in the future. So, we need to see how much it is to rent. Bale loaders. Yeah, this thing. Anything else available? No, I don't. Auto loading would be the easiest way to go. How much is this to lease? That's not bad. Okay, I thought it was going to be more than that. One load will cover that easily. So if we have like a couple loads of hay, which we should have tons, that will be totally doable. But for our own farm, we just want little square bales. And I'm just going to park this in here like that. All right, folks. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I will be, like I said, I'm going to try to do some hunting if I can, but we got to get the cows fed. And I'd like to get that field done. It doesn't have to really be done until October, though. We got about a month to get that all sorted out. So it's not a rush. And then over the winter, we'll be working our field and getting it turned over. So anyway, have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help. And we'll see you on my farm here in Elm Creek. Oh my God. Elk Mountain. Have a good night. Bye.